90% working with Scott Derrickson. I was interested before, just to get an email from him that I was on his mind to maybe collaborate with again. Sinister was a special movie in my career. It was a really challenging performance, and it kind of reawakened my love of genre movies. And I was turning 40 at that time, and it kind of opened the door to a different kind of character, an adult character. And so I was just inclined to want to work with him again. I don't really like playing villains. I don't really like inviting that kind of evil into my imagination and dancing with it. It's not something that floats my boat, as they used to say. But I read this script, and it was so beautiful. The kid's journey was so beautiful, and I could kind of see how this might be something new and different for me, and I could contribute in a different way. And that's the thing about life. You got to keep changing the roadmap, right? I kind of saw him as like a broken circuit board, that there was just this, it's like his brain was broken and the wires didn't connect, and there were sparks falling, and sometimes it seemed like it could function, and other times it just didn't function. And the more I thought about somebody who would do something like the actions that he takes, the less I understood him. There was no way to make sense out of him. Obviously, there's some brutal trauma there. Obviously, there's some immense shame at work. And what is driving it is mysterious. And I just decided to throw myself at it. The script is really well built. Scott's really confident about how to tell a story. And I loved that I wasn't asked to give all the answers. A lot of times, I think movies make a huge mistake in trying to say too much exposition. My characters, it's not a portrait of the grabber. You're seeing the grabber from the point of view of this young kid. And so it was just important how I impact him. The mask it ended up being just absolutely essential and terrifying to the work. And I would just put on that mask and I felt different. You get yourself in that situation, and then all of a sudden it becomes real to you. And Scott put so much thought into how that mask should function, and when it should be the mouth, and when it should be the eyes, and when this side of the face, and when, it was, I loved how hypnotic it becomes. He's always hiding a different aspect of himself or wanting to reveal a different aspect. That's the thing about a movie that stars young people is it will only be as good as they are. And I knew pretty instantly after our first rehearsal that Mason was going to do a great job because his head's in the right place. He loves movies. He loves performing. He understands the language of film, and he knew how to listen to Scott, and he knew when to listen to himself. All those tough things. But the movie rests on those two young people's backs. I mean, they're the heart and soul of it.
And Madeline's also amazing.
Just wonderful. I was really moved by her in the movie. Well, I just see it over and over again. There's a certain continuity to the people that do this job well, and it's mostly passion, attention to detail, and an ability to get the best out of others. That's when it really works. Scott has that beautiful combination, which is being completely prepared and completely open to a better idea. It's a lot of people who are really prepared can't even hear other ideas because they're so threatened by them. But Scott's got the right kind of confidence, which is that he's completely open because he knows he's got some good ideas. Maybe there's a better one. And his confidence allows him to be more encouraging to others as opposed to be domineering of them. And it's wonderful to work for him.